Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Looking for Rocket, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds from 8 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 8-6 the score after 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor, running right through him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Buying time. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown. Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left.
Yeah, you better get down.
Into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 7 yards to pick up there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They go play action with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 37 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right away. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once again, it's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And that is goal. Touchdown Cardinals.
You idiot.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone.
Good try, though. Good try.
A little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful. It's been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Second down. It's Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. This is Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game
Better kick that field goal, you weak. You're weak, son.
That's the big play that shreds the defense.
Don't be afraid, boss. Get in there and go for it, man.
I've got to throw it.
What are you scared of, losing the game? Don't be scared. Don't be scared, son. Get in there.
You know they were great on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown.
Well,
you need a chain of events to go.
It will be 1 score down, and I'll get the offside kick.
Not great in your favor.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be down under 2 minutes to go.
Oh, my goodness. Good luck. Good try, though. Good try.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Murray getting this complete to counter. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
Better call timeout.
The sideline to talk over what to do next. To throw is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Murray to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Steps away to his left.
And great running after the catch turns that into a really big gain. That's the good news, but keep in mind here, the clock running.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone.